So it's great to see you for the second session. This session is going to be much more practical after we delve depth, really deep into the understanding that our relationship with our Creator, that's what's lacking, the relationship with the soul, that's what's lacking. And in order for us to hear those messages that are coming to us, we will have to raise the volume of the sound of our soul and raise the volume of the sound of all our guides, included on top, the Creator, which we are so afraid to kind of have a personal relationship with the Creator. Because we think it's too vast, it's too vague, it's too abstract, we not deserve, and there are many, many other things that we tell ourselves that, how can I communicate with something that is unseenable? So today we're going to talk a little bit more about those negative forces which are driving us and blocking pretty much the reception for us to hear our soul and to connect to the light force and to connect all the guardian angels and all the guides that exist out there. In the past couple of years, the center been working on a coaching program that been assigned to a few teachers. I'm one of them. I think you know Daniel Naor is one of the initiative of those program, and a few teachers of us been working together. Are really to touch on coaching and sessions that are going to give us more understanding on limited beliefs and all those repetitive patterns that we have in our life, because those are the main interference. I mean, we call it Tikkune Healing because it's related to the Tikkun. Tikkun, it's pretty much the sum of all the work that a person is supposed to do in this world. And the Tikkun will determine where this person is going to be born, to which parents he will find the best scenarios that he can actually express his soul or being triggered by, so he can make all those lessons that you have to learn. So with the Tikkun, we actually been put all this production design in front of us, by all means, including our sign of the zodiac, including our looks, including the people around us. Everything is designed perfectly just for us really to make those experiences. But unfortunately, if we're not aware of that, we are believing like the external stories of what happened in our lives, the external stories of all the noise which is around us, all what people telling us that they think about us, from parents to friends to teachers and so on and so on. So for those we call limited beliefs. And I've been looking up like in Google, what is really a limited belief? So limited belief is a state of mind. It's a conviction or belief that you think to be true limits you in some way. Limiting beliefs can have a number of negative effects on us. They could keep you from making good choices, taking new opportunities, or reaching, of course, our potential. And of course, when we're talking about our calling, the number one block for us really to raise that voice of our soul and all those voices that try to push us further towards our potential, it's our limited belief. This is like the noise that exists in our mind, and we don't even notice that it's repeating itself constantly, and we kind of becoming biased to the way it is, and we accept it as a reality. Even though this reality has been created just in our mind, we are completely believing it to be true. So today we're going to go through a process of asking some questions that will allow us to go through. And it's going to be an interactive workshop. What I want you to do, first of all, is I'm going to put a link And I want you to download from that link 2 files that we're going to make a use of. First, we're going to start with the word one, the word file. So how do I chat here? Where is the chat? Chat. Oh, there it is. So I'm going to put it in the chat. Just click on it and download those 2 files. There you are. And you can open the Word file to begin with. That's where you can fill it up on your computer, or you can write it down on your cell phone, or just write it down with a pencil, like old school people that using pencils and markers. So you're welcome to do it this way. So we're going to start this amazing journey into identify some of our stories that we're telling ourselves, some of our beliefs, in order, of course, in the end, to release one of them. So we are actually taking a challenge today. I'm not sure how deep each and every one of us can get, but it doesn't matter, because every peel that we're peeling from the Tikkun, it's allowing us to see further. So the Tikkun is layered like an onion, and we peel after peel after peel after peel, till we get really to our essence and the purity of our soul. First thing that we have to go through in learning about belief systems and to understand our blockages and what are repetitive patterns is really to start asking the right questions. Asking the right questions, because if we will ask the right questions, most likely that we will have a chance really finding some answers. And of course, the opponent is against asking questions, is just take everything as given and never ask questions, just obey orders like everyone is good with. So we're going to start raising like 7 questions today that are going to take us through the journey of exposing some of our limited beliefs. Many people, while I've been doing the sessions for many people, asking, okay, so where do I start? I have many places where I feel blocked. Where do I start? We can never tell. We have to, in a way, to be some kind of a channel and just to pinpoint on something that it could be that it's urgent in our life, it's an urgent blockages. It could be that this is the one that really bothering us the most. This is the one that we've been dealing for a long time. But there is no wrong on where to start. Because wherever you start is going to be an access point to funnel you towards the right place, towards understanding where you have to be. Okay? Any blockage, anything that bothers you lately, that's where we have to start. So what will be the first question? So as you see on your Word document, the first question will be, what is holding me back? There are probably a few things that are holding us back, but what is it, something that comes to my mind right now that is holding me back? And I want you to be active in doing it. Don't be just a listener. Just practice and write down what do you think is the issue? What is the blockage? What is bothering me? What is challenging me lately that I put so many question marks upon, and I have no idea, no clue really how to solve it? Okay, so this is the first thing, put it down. And if some people wants to share in the chat just to inspire others on examples, you're very welcome to do it too.
David, just so you know, I put the questions in the chat for anybody that can't get to the document.
Good. Amen. Very proactive. So the next question, it's how does it show up in my life? And I will explain. How does it show up in my life? Means, is it difficulties in my relationships, argument that happens between the couple, or attracting always the wrong person in my life? Is it about career? Stuck in a job that I don't like, moving to different jobs, cannot hold into a job, feeling that I have a great job, but I know that I can do much more. Feeling that I don't have really the freedom because I'm in the corporate world, and dream is really to open up a business. It could be health issue that I have. It could be the way I am treating my body. Am I really, really taking care? Am I really aware of my body needs? Am I really studying wellness? And how can I really improve the quality of my health, the quality of my life? Or either I'm self-sabotaging in any of those subjects. Okay, so how does it show in my life? And put some examples in the chat for people to see, to be inspired. Now we have a more complex question. How does the situation make me feel? How does it really making me feel? And that's something that at times we don't want to get into too much depth. The emotions. Oh, I feel good. I feel bad. It's make me feel something negative, or it's just charging me. It's draining me. Especially if you're an earth sign, most likely that you don't have too much descriptions to your emotional level. Yeah. So it's at times it's pretty vague of feelings. So we want to learn to be more expressive, especially when we want to go into understanding our tikkun and understanding our belief system. What does it mean when I feel bad? Is it related to pain? Am I nervous? Am I anxious? Am I insecure? Worthless? Angry? Jealous? So on and so on and so on. So try to expand as much as you can on the feeling that this challenge, this situation is causing you. Now, some of us are a bit more logical, so we don't connect to feelings, but we do connect to phrases. We do connect to statements. So it could mean that the situation, the challenge, it's erasing a certain statement inside of me. Yeah, a phrase. So every time I'm triggered by this situation, the phrase coming up, taking over, that's the actual belief. So I'm not worthy. This is like a statement that is actually passing through my mind. It's too much. It's too hard. I'm ignored. Whatever statement comes to you, so you can do either or, feeling or a statement, or even both, if you feel that connected to this situation and how much you feel about it. Let's move to question number 4. When did you first start feeling that way, or hearing that phrase, hearing that statement in your mind? What does it really mean? Try to connect to as early as possible in your childhood. The first time that you really encounter with this experience, these feelings, I'm not worthy, I'm ignored, I'm rejected, people don't listen to me. If it's difficult for you, what I suggest, close your eyes for a second, let go, and just the first experience that comes to you from the past that relates to that, choose that. And of course, again, for the logical mind, if you have the phrase, the statement, same statement, you remember in past events running into your mind, making the choice for you, putting you down, or whatever you. What we achieved so far, what we went through in those 4 questions is really first choosing a challenge, second, understanding what was the feeling that it got me to, and third, I'm reconnecting it to past events. Now I understand that there is a pattern here. Now I understand that there is something repetitive, because the moment you try to go backward as you can, and then in between you will find many events feeling the same way, experiencing the same experience over and over and over. So now we understand that if the same thing is happening all the time with different scenarios, with different people, it means that it's related to the way I'm experiencing the world, not necessarily how the world presenting itself to me. It means that it's became like a life story. It's like the lies that we've been telling ourselves all this time. And those are the things that we really want to start working on. So let's move to question number 5. What did that situation teach you? Any situation in life, we coming up with, in the worst scenario case, with some scars that, preventing us to to do as much as we used to do, as much as we planned to do, as much as we dreamed in doing, and they close us down to be able to express whatever we want to achieve in life or in that situation. So what did it teach me? What did it force me to do, actually? Because with lesson usually comes an action. You understand? So if I concluded that since my teacher in school always put me down and told me that I'm nothing, I will never get anywhere in life, it's penetrated to me in a way that caused me not just to feel one way, also to behave in another way. So feeling is the root, and the behaving is already the branches. Understand? And whatever the outcome that comes later, that's the fruit. So I don't know if I told you that story, but this teacher called the mother and telling that her son is one of the worst students he ever been encountering with. Yeah. So the student is like blaming him that he's lazy, he doesn't listen, he doesn't focus, he doesn't this, and he actually have to kick him out of school because of that. This is what the letter that this mother received. So she was smart, and she told her son that she received the letter from school, but she changed it a little bit. She rephrased it a little bit, and she said to him, "Listen, there was a discussion among your teachers, and they decided that you are so smart, that you are so talented, that this school is no longer appropriate for you, and you must go to a much better school, actually school for genius people." And that's what she told him. And it appeared to be that the person, he found this original letter later on in his life, and he was stunned. And I don't know if you know who it was, but it was Thomas Edison. Can you imagine? Imagine yourself, whatever experience that we have from our environment can be so crucial to our future, unless we are smarter than that and we are entering to really what we're expecting out of ourselves instead of trying to really please the rest of the world. What this situation teach you? Write it down. Okay, so number 6, what did you gain from that situation? How does it serve you? Okay? How does it serve you? So what do you mean, how does it serve you? Such a negative experience, how could it serve me? So most of us, in any event that we feel hurt, we feel pain, we feel fear, we feel all those negative experiences, we cannot attach it to a gain, isn't it? We cannot, because I'm not gaining anything from it. I'm just losing. Look the way I feel. I'm a victim of whatever happened. But the Rav Ashlag tells us, you remember the story with the pinky from last week. So he said that the Rav Ashlag says that we will never move our pinky unless we know that we are gaining something out of it. Because of the desire to receive that we are driven by, we always, everything that we do, there is a gain and an hidden gain behind it. Okay? So it's a tricky one, and you really need to be honest now. And you might haven't thought about it before, looking at blockages, but it's very, very important that you try to understand what you gain from it. Did it protect you from experiencing pain? Did it give you safety? I'm not good enough, so I can lower the expectation out of myself. Maybe I shouldn't take too many risks because I'm a failure, so therefore I don't need to take action. By exposing the way it's serving me, we actually exposing the Satan that controls me. It's so crucial and so important. We are exposing the only false benefit from our limited belief, because this is the driving force to nourish and to give power and energy to this limited belief. All this is the story we tell ourselves over and over and over. Try to really think deep and see, what is it that I'm gaining from this? So if it's that illusionary gain, and I can gain so much more by following my soul, by following my talents, by overcoming all the limitations and all my fears. If I'm exposing it and understanding that it's illusionary gain, it doesn't give me much. It's giving me a certain comfort. It's trying to, we're always driven to have pleasure and to get away out of pain. This is like the main thing our body consciousness is driving us to do. So it's all related of, I don't want to encounter myself with pain. So I'm gaining this comfort. So pain can be many. I can break pain to so many branches. But any pain, physical, mental, anything like that is actually very important. The moment I understand this illusionary gain, I will be open and be ready and willing to release it. The moment you see suddenly that the gain from your behavior, from this driving force that you've been telling yourself is so little, then you might have a chance to let it go. Question number 7. What is the true cost for this limited belief? What is the true cost? I mean, what am I missing by behaving and listening to my thoughts in this way? What do I sacrifice? Is it freedom, not connecting to my calling, limiting my potential? Maybe it's bringing me too much stress. I'm too busy in my mind. I'm powerless. The moment I'm measuring the cost in comparison to the gain, that's also an amazing realization. Oh, I gain a bit of comfort. Oh, people didn't really hurt me. When I see that the cost is really that I lost so much for all the shots that I didn't take, then I will realize that transformation is needed. Okay, I would like to see if you guys have questions. We ran through all the 7 questions.
David, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I had a question, but it's answered. I wasn't sure if number 6 was, how does it serve me in a positive way or in a negative way? And I think it's evident that it's supposed to be in a negative way. So I answered it that way.
Negative, positive, it's all related, because if it's comfort, it seems to be positive, isn't it? If it's giving me comfort, it's serving me, it's giving me some kind of stability, some kind of, I'm feeling that I'm protected. So for me, it's positive, but in reality, because the gain is actually positive in the way I perceive it.
Yeah, like if it's almost like if I was a child, right? Like how my child, this thing that happened to me when I was a child, being reactive, like I'm not being responsible, for example. I'm being reactive as opposed to being active. So like a child, I get away with it as opposed to being a mature, responsible adult, for example.
Yeah, I got the lollipop and I'm happy with the lollipop. If I wasn't like eating too many lollipops all my life, it could be that my health would be in a much different place. Okay, this is the example that came to my mind. Sebastian.
I was related to Michael's question, because I was thinking, okay, what's the benefit? Is like, what is the secondary benefit? Like maybe we are seeing that this is not good, but it says, okay, it's a negative thing, but if I see beyond the obvious, it's self-serving for me to avoid conflict or to avoid risking something or to put me on an uncomfortable place. So I think that also that's the benefit. It's like the secondary benefit. It's like the benefit, an effect that comes with everything that we say, oh, this is so bad for me. But yes, on the other hand, because I complained about it or I am suffering it, it's a good excuse to not facing other aspects. It's like it's protecting me in a weird way.
Exactly. And I need to put it on the table, because usually I don't have any connotation when I have a bad experience, to actually that it's my fault that I'm actually trying to protect myself from something.
For me,
trying to
like
gain something.
for me, the benefit is like, well, with this situation, in this position, I don't need to confront other people, and I don't need to stand for myself. So, because
It means that if I don't need to confront other people, meaning that I won't need to be rejected.
Exactly, being disappointing, like they are not going to be disappointed.
Exactly.
I don't need to have a different opinion. I don't need to confront them because I am not the ideal Sebastian they have in their mind or whatever.
So in the back of my mind, it's actually a positive gain.
It's serving me,
but it's really in the unconscious mind, and it's giving me the excuse to continue and leave that lie of the story of that belief system. Guys, it's very powerful. So it's really important that you internalize that. So now we're moving into the more exciting thing. And that's the process that we do when we do a personal session with someone. First, we bring everything to the surface. We bring the story, the feeling, the gain, the cost. So we put everything, all the cards on the table. And now we're moving into what we call the power of affirmation. So affirmation, as funny as it sounds, as simple as it sounds, the Kabbalists explain to us over and over the power of words. The differentiation that we have from the rest of the worlds around us, if it's the animals, if it's the vegetable world, it's our ability really to communicate and to speak and to have like a language that is also written. Yeah. So it says abracadabra. It's like the magician been using these Aramaic words. We don't know how, not by coincidence, of course, but it says, I will create as I speak. It means that we're creating when we speak something. So, of course, we have zero almost control over us saying the wrong things to ourselves and to others. We have almost zero control because, I can tell myself I'm stupid, I am worthless, too scary, this is impossible. And it seems to be, that's what's needed because of the situation. And that's the truth. I can say it so easily. But to say like positive affirmation about myself that might create angels, that will open up situations, those are things that we are not really often jumping into. And that's something that we constantly teach. We teach it how? We teach it in Kabbalah all the time. We teach it in the meditations that we do. We teach it in the prayers that we do. Doing the Ana Bekoach, all those 7 sentences that are downloading like 6 angels on every sentence that moving us away to a different reality. So imagine yourself that I will start to speak in a positive way about myself. What will be the consequences for that long term? So this is something that we use as affirmations. And now I want you to open the second file. It's on PDF, and you will see numbers of affirmations that are actually separated to different subjects. Try to glimpse into it and to find 2 or 3 affirmations that are very much related to the challenge that you chose. That could be some kind of the antidote to those negative feelings, beliefs, experiences, stories, statements, phrases that we're telling ourselves. Okay? So start looking. It's a long list, and you can use it for later on too. But try to find, again, 2 or 3 affirmations that you like. And with those, we're going to build our new story, the true story. We call it soul belief. In our sessions that we do with students, Tikkune Healing, we call it soul beliefs. Soul belief, it means that, it's very hidden inside of me. So we know that our soul, it's precious. It's a diamond. I mean, and to say something positive about me, I'm worthy. I am grateful. I deserve to be liked. I deserve to be successful. even though I have like endless experience of failure. So now I need to convince my logic mind, how could it be that for such a long that I'm gaining failures? Now I need to tell myself that I'm worthy of success. It's going to be difficult kind of transition, but as much as you're going to do it more, in the beginning, you won't even believe to what you say. But you need to learn to believe it. Why? Because the uniqueness of our soul. The uniqueness of the Creator wants to give us much more than we are ready to grasp. This is the whole point.
David, I just wanted to say something that
Please.
is really important. I was looking over the list, and just individually myself, how I'm relating to it is the ones that I'm really comfortable with, I feel like they flow, the words flow. The ones where I feel really blocked, my stomach gets tight when I read the sentence.
Give us an example, please.
I just noticed that, and I was like, oh, that means I
give us like a couple of examples.
Where was it here? It was under the 3 reasons why we self-sabotage. Those 3 ones make my stomach really tight.
Wow.
Really, really tight.
And I'm telling you, most of us, when we're going to say those out loud, we're going to feel awkward.
And I think the awkward feeling is your indication that that's where you need to go.
Absolutely. And it's saying that this is how far we are from our soul. And it's so simple, isn't it?
Yeah.
Simplicity, just I love myself. I'm enough.
Yeah.
We never feel enough.
I almost want to like print up the list and then like go over it every day to see where I'm at. Because I feel like emotionally.
So again, you start where those phrases that jump to you. Okay, start there. And then you go further. Sebastian, what's going on?
I was thinking about when I scan the 72 names that I just go with my eyes and my eyes like stop in one name and I say, okay, I need to meditate in this name. The exact same thing's happening now with this list. Like whenever my eyes stop, it's like, okay, that's where I need to, that phrase I need to take. It's like,
good, but you also can go by topic, because if this topic is related to the blockages that you described in the questionnaire, that's also great. Yeah.
So what it is like to choose the topic, and then from the topic I do that. I scan and okay, this one.
All right, perfect. Okay, very good. Any questions? Now, what we're going to do a guided meditation. And so the most important thing for you is to remember or to write down is first those affirmations that you decided to choose. Okay, those are the first. And second is the feelings, the negative feelings that you have from a certain experience, and the belief system, the story, the phrase that you tell yourself. So all those negative experiences, feelings that we have, and all the stories that we tell ourselves that preventing us really to gain out the most from every experience, because we know that if someone says something to us, it's actually to trigger something that exists. Because it could be that someone will tell you something that will trigger you a lot, while the same person gonna say to someone else, it's not gonna make any difference. Why? Because it's not within his tikkun. So whatever is most painful, it's actually something that I need to perfect and work on. So we're remembering that, we're marking that for the meditation, and let's start. Get yourself in a comfortable place.
And start by taking a couple of deep breaths in through your nose. Hold it for just a second and release slowly out your mouth. Good. You can do it one more time. Deep breath in through the nose. Hold it for just a second and slowly out the mouth. Perfect. Now center yourself in your body. As you give yourself permission, take this time for yourself to just be. Nothing special you need to do. Nowhere else you need to be other than right here, right now. And right now you feel relaxed and at peace. As you allow your mind to slow down and become the witness and the observer of this experience. Now imagine you're taking energy from the center of the earth and bring this energy all the way up, touching the bottoms of your feet. As you allow this energy to come up your ankles, your shins, allowing your legs to relax. And continues to travel up your spine, this warm, soothing energy. You can imagine it any color that you want. As it travels up your spine, it relaxes your internal organs, relax, your abdomen relaxed. Your heart slowly opens. You feel the energy in your chest as it flows to your arms, all the way to the fingertips. Mixing into your shoulders as you allow them to drop and release any burden or tension you're holding there. This energy is now swirling up your neck, allowing all your facial muscles to relax. And it reaches all the way to the top of your head. And now see and feel how the top of your head, this energy bursts through your crown, forming a beautiful ball of light above your space. Now see how easy it is for you to simply place yourself into this ball of light. Surrounded, you're floating safely in your ball of light. Gazing down, you see a body beneath you. And you feel safe and at peace. And at this point, you can feel free to invite any spiritual guides, masters, sages, ancestors, anyone who you feel comforted and empowered by, to invite them with you into the ball of light. Great. Feel how they're holding space for you, supporting you. And all on this soul's journey, also inviting around your ball of light the archangels for extra guidance and protection. Calling upon them, inviting Michael, Gabriel, Uriel, Nuriel, and Raphael. Please come. And now see and feel how they're taking you in your ball of light up through the building, out into the sky. As you travel across the city, across the country, you're happy and relaxed. And you see the shore from afar, the ocean. And as you come closer, smelling the fresh ocean breeze, you're making a stop in your ball of light with all your guides and helpers, right above the ocean's water. Now you've been handed a small crystal ball that you're holding in your hands. And you feel and you've been told that this is a time of letting go. And you've been asked to put all of your limiting beliefs, fears, past pain and hurt, anything that is still attached to the old story that is not serving you any longer, into this crystal ball. And so you see and feel all these limiting beliefs and old emotions being pulled from inside of you, extracted from within you, separated from you, as they are being placed into the crystal ball in your hands. So you see and pull and separate from within you all of those limiting beliefs, knowing that those are just lies you told yourself in the past that became a reality. But they're not your true self. You can separate yourself from them and place them into your ball of light, one by one. All the fears, all the pain, and now as you hold them all in your crystal ball in your hands, feel the weight. There's no need any longer, and you know this, to carry that weight with you. And you look at all those beliefs and old stories with gratitude and appreciation. And you can thank them, for they have brought you to this place where you are right now. And they have served their purpose, but you outgrew them. And right now, you can choose to let them go. With the blessing of the light of the Creator and all your helpers and spiritual guides, you see yourself drop and release the crystal ball from your hands. And you see it fall down, all the way down, into the ocean, as it's been taken by the ocean's water. You see it fall further down till it reaches the bottom of the ocean. And see how it slowly and simply dissolves, washed clean, purified, and neutralized by the power of the water. And as you place your attention back to yourself in the ball of light above the water, give yourself this moment, just a moment, to celebrate. You might feel a certain lightness, perhaps more peace. And empowered. And with this sense of peace and empowerment, you allow yourself to be taken further up in your ball of light as you travel through the atmosphere, into the sky, further up, traveling now through the Milky Way, and stars and amazing colors. So you see a gate opening above you, and you've been taken up through the gate as you continue to travel through layers and layers of energy. Feel happy, relaxed, and trusting, wanting to go further up to connect. And as you pass the last layer, you arrive at this beautiful place filled with light. You simply allow yourself to feel the simplicity of this energy, this simple light that just is, full of goodness and love. You simply surround yourself and envelop yourself in this light. And it is exactly in this place, beyond story, beyond time, space, and motion, where there's only you, your pure soul, and the light of the Creator, where you can make use of this light and co-create a new reality and align yourself to who you really are, your true identity. Co-creating it through the power of your words and assistance of the light of the Creator. And now, whenever you're ready, you can pick one of your affirmations, one of your soul beliefs, and repeat it out loud a couple of times, like a mantra, directed towards your heart, your soul, and allow yourself to feel and let the truth of these statements resonate with you deeply, taking them all in. You have now a few moments to do so with the assistance of the light of the Creator. Good. Perfect. Allow these sentences, the vibrations and their frequency, to resonate with you. Resonate with you deeply. Feel them inside of you and align yourself fully with them. awakening gratitude in your heart for the assistance that was here and is here for you, for this opportunity. As you've been wrapped up back in your ball of light, your guides and helpers and angels are taking you back down through the layers of energy, out through the gate, as you travel back through the Milky Way, out into the atmosphere, seeing planet Earth, as you fly above your country, float above your city, and hover above your room, above your building, soft landing into the here and now, feeling back into your body. Move your shoulders, your hands, your fingers, your feet, remembering the room around you. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes.
Okay, guys, beautiful, good work. So, of course, this is going to be recorded. You will be able to listen to it over again.
Yeah.
Of course, whatever we peeled right now is a layer. But if you're interested to go deeper in our personal sessions, where it's possible right now to do with me, I can send you over the link, and you'll be able really to take either a single session or a series of 3 sessions that going from past, present, and future, which is a very interesting experience. So that is possible. You can contact me if you want to learn more about it, but it is available for any of you, and it's actually under a 30% sale in comparison to the price in the US, even 35%. So it's a very good opportunity. That's one. The second thing is Eitan just opened a Kabbalah once, so I really encourage you guys to invite all your friends that you might invite but didn't showed up in the course yet, or new people that you can think about, friends or whatever. You just be thinking out of the box in relation to that. Marisa?
Just one small thing. I'm in that class and they've changed the format a little. So they've started a Telegram group for everybody in the course, and they're sending out consciousness videos from Eitan. They're opening up the class for everyone to share and ask questions. I think they've really stepped it up to the next level. So if you have anyone in your life that you think maybe might be on the fence, this is the one that I really recommend. I think it'll grab them.
Just post it on all your, your social media ways. Do videos on TikTok. Just think out of the box. Spread the light.